As I said, I'm Trish Robinson, and I'm the Executive Director of South Winnipeg Family Information Centre. And we're going to tell you a little bit about South Winnipeg Family Information Centre. Okay, so we're going to introduce you to SWFIC and some of the things that we do at our center. We're going to talk about some programs and upcoming events that are happening. We're going to share some information about Dress for Success Winnipeg and how you can connect to the things that Dress for Success offers. And then at the end, we'll have some time for questions and answers. So that's what we're going to do this evening. So there's me. And I'm proud of this picture because it was taken last year in September when we were at Government House on an event where we were being recognized for our 50th anniversary. So South Winnipeg Family Information Centre has been around serving the community for over 50 years, which we're really proud of. So yes, we started in 1974 and originally were called the Fort Garry Family Life Center. And the organization was founded by a group of women who just came together and wanted to create a place where they could provide programs about to enhance the quality of family life and create a space where people could come together and share learning and knowledge. And Dress for Success Winnipeg started in 1997 under a program called the Clothes Closet, and it operated under that name for 22 years. It was a grassroots program that started with a number of women who recognized the need for women to have some clothing to start in a new job or to go out for job interviews. And then in 2019, we were asked to join Dress for Success, which is a worldwide organization that offers similar services. And it's been a wonderful opportunity for us to learn from organizations around the world and bring those ideas back to Winnipeg. So those are sort of the two names that we are known by, SWFIC and Dress for Success Winnipeg. Lots of different things happen in our space. If you visit our space every day you come, it might look a little bit different. We have drop-in programs. Sometimes we run parenting programs, either online or in our space. We do youth programs like babysitter training, as I mentioned, Dress for Success. And then we have different seasonal programs that also happen. And we'll talk a little bit about some upcoming events in a little while. We are a United Way of Winnipeg partner agency, and we take our direction from a volunteer board of directors. And we are also accredited by Imagine Canada for excellence in nonprofit accountability, transparency, and governance. That was an important goal for our board a few years ago, and we wanted to make sure that all of our processes and procedures met the best practices for charitable organizations in Canada. Okay, so this is Carla and Kayla, and these are the two staff members who run our drop-in. We call it Community Connections, and Carla is our activities coordinator, and Kayla is our outreach coordinator. And if you ever come to Wiggle Giggle Munch or Stay and Play or our seniors program, these are the staff members that will greet you when you stop in. So we have free drop-in programs. People can come. Some of the drop-in programs are geared towards families. Parents with young children are able to come, and some of the programs are geared more towards seniors. It's available on a drop-in basis, so you don't have to register. You can just show up, and we will introduce you to the program, and you're welcome to stay. You can attend as many of those groups as often as you want. So the drop-in programs that we offer include Monday mornings. We have something called Wiggle, Giggle, and Munch. Goes from 9:30 to 11:30, and that's run out of our location, which is at 800 Point Road. We'll show you a little bit of a map and a picture of what our building looks like a little bit later. But Wiggle, Giggle, and Munch is a fun program for parents to come along with their children ages 1 to 5, and they focus on physical activity. It's run in a large gym space so kids can move around, get out some of that energy, and every week they focus on a different physical skill, whether it's hopping, jumping, maybe learning how to throw. That kids can practice and develop their skills. And they also include songs and a snack. And it's a lot of fun for parents and kids to come out together and enjoy that one on Monday mornings. Monday afternoons this fall, we've offering something called Open Drop In, and it's an opportunity for anybody who needs to just stop by. If you have a little bit of some questions that you need a little bit of help with, people can come in and do a little bit of photocopying. Sort of 10 to 20 pages. We can do some printing for you if that's what you need. We can help you with a little bit of use of a laptop and just help you, if there's some information that you're looking for, we could help you find some answers. Also, parents and kids are welcome to come. The toys are available. There's no structured play on those days, but you're welcome to come on in and enjoy the books and toys that are available in our space. And that happens on Monday afternoons from 1:30 till 3. Wednesday mornings is always a fun day at SWFIC because that is our seniors connecting mornings from 9:30 to 11:30. We've got a very welcoming group of seniors that come together. They enjoy lively conversation, they have wonderful snacks, and they do different types of activities. Sometimes they do chair yoga and physical sorts of things. Sometimes they do things like armchair travel, so they pick a different location that they want to learn about and share the food and maybe some ideas about what it might be like to travel to a different place in the world. Sometimes they do field trips as well, but it's always a great morning and a very welcoming group. Thursday mornings is our stay and play. And so that's again from 9:30 to 11:30. We have a program that's available for parents with young kids. Again, sort of the target age is ages 1 to 5, but if you have a baby, you're welcome to come along to that program as well. One of the great things about stay and play is it's an opportunity for parents to meet other parents, maybe chat with other parents in their community, and for kids to have a chance to meet other kids and learn how to play in a group. That program includes art, free play, a healthy snack, and lots of songs and circle and rhyme time. So a great fun morning for parents and kids to come on out. Sometimes we do messy play. Last week we were doing some finger painting and some messy play, and it's a great way for kids to have that experience. You can bring your kids to our center. They can make the mess at our center, and that way your house stays tidy. Thursday afternoons, we have a program called Tech for Seniors. And Tech for Seniors is an opportunity for anyone who needs a little bit of help, whether it's with a phone, a tablet, or a laptop. You can stop by, bring in your device, and a question or two that you might need a little bit of help with, and we can help you just to sort of figure out something that you need help learning how to do. It's not a course, so it's not a special workshop that happens where we teach things every week. It's really just about stopping in and getting a little bit of help with something that you want to learn how to do. And then you can go and practice and then come back the next week and maybe learn the next thing that you want to learn. So a great opportunity for seniors just to get a little bit of help practicing with their tech. And then Thursday evenings, we are off-site at Access Fort Garry. So that's at 135 Plaza Drive. From 5:30 till 7 o'clock, we run a program called Family Food Fun. And Family Food Fun is for families with kids of all ages. Again, parents and kids come together, and there is a light supper that's served every week. It's always vegetarian, so families can come on out, enjoy a meal, and there's toys and games and books that you can enjoy with your kids. There's always a little bit of art activities available too. So again, one night of the week, you can just head on out to Access, enjoy a meal, and leave the cooking behind for an evening. Also a great chance to meet other families in your community. Okay. And the Red River Toy Library. So a little over a year ago, we took over running the Red River Toy Library. It was started by a family that ran it as a series of volunteers for a while. Margarita, did you want to
Yeah,
talk?
yeah, I can give you a little bit rest. If you go back,
Sure.
yeah. Yes, I want to jump in and say hi, I'm Margarita. I'm a marketing coordinator at SWFIC, and also I am helping a little bit with Red River Toy Library because I love this initiative because I'm a mom myself, and My kids, especially my 4-year-old, he loves to come to this toy library because it's a room full of toys where you come and your kid can play there and also select up to 3 toys for 3 weeks. So you can actually have the opportunity not to buy expensive toys, but actually have it like a library. Every 3 weeks, you can swap and have new toys, so your kids will experience them and you save your money. It's a lot of benefits that toy libraries actually bring. So not only saving your monies, but also saving the planet, so to say. So those used toys, we don't throw them away. We can use and use again. And also a lot of other benefits. It's the whole community. When parents are coming, they chat with each other, or mothers and fathers, they could just have some rest and kids are playing. So yeah, it's just really fun. So we opened on Saturdays from 10 to 12. It's in the same building and area that SWFIC is situated, just a little bit different room. Yeah, and we always have this kind of guides how to find our place. So, but anyway, even anyone can tell you. So we have signage. And yes, it's 100% volunteering based initiative. So we're always looking for volunteers, and we're so thankful to all the volunteers who are helping us with this, because they're usually parents or friends of our toy library who use it as well, and they come with their kids when they volunteer. It's also a lot of fun. So yes, if you want to volunteer or you have more questions, you are welcome to call our office or email me at marketing@swific.org. I will be always happy to, yeah, to support you or sign up for volunteering or just answer any of your questions you might have. Yeah.
Thanks, Margarita. I'm so glad to have you join us and be able to talk a little bit more about the toy library. And we appreciate the work that you've done to help us coordinate the volunteers and keep that program going, because it really, it requires volunteers for us to be able to continue to offer that service. So that's important. Okay. Now, the Menopause Cafe. I'm excited to talk about this. It's happening next week on Thursday, October 16th from 6 till 8 p.m. at South Winnipeg Family Information Centre. And a Menopause Cafe is open to anyone who wants to come. You don't have to be in menopause. You don't have to be a woman. Anybody that's interested in sharing experiences or learning a little bit more is welcome to come on out. It's a casual conversation. It's open discussion. We're not coming as experts. We're coming to sort of share our own experiences and to listen to what others have learned or are experiencing. And all of that conversation always goes along well with tea, coffee, and some snacks. We always have delicious snacks. Sometimes we play games, sometimes we do little questions to sort of think about different topics together. But I would encourage anybody to come on out. You can RSVP on our website to let us know that you're coming, or you can just show up. The RSVP just makes sure that we know how many snacks to buy. So thanks. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to Deidre, who is our program coordinator, to talk about some of the registered programs that we offer, and particularly the programs for youth that we're doing this fall.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. And yes, I will be discussing some of our youth programs. Yes, actually, this picture right here is an example of a facilitator here with a couple families with one of our Ready Set Solo programs. This facilitator here is holding our nice student or family manual there. Yeah. So the first program I'll talk about is one of our regular programs, the Babysitter Training Program. We run this program inside our center a lot. As you can see, there's many dates this fall we're offering. We also run it actually offsite in many different schools all over Winnipeg and outside of Winnipeg, Manitoba, out of town too. And so what this program is, it's for any student who is 12 years and up, and they will basically come and they will learn all of the wonderful, valuable skills to become a babysitter. Many of you may know or not know, but the age that you're allowed to stay home alone is 12. And it's also the age that you can babysit. So it's kind of like babysitter training is kind of preparing them. Maybe they have just learned how to stay home alone or they've just started that journey, but now this is actually staying home somewhere or staying somewhere and then actually taking care of another child. In this picture actually is one of our facilitators, and then she's leading the students through a group or in a group through that one student there who's holding the little doll. It's really great. They have various activities throughout the day, interactive kind of activities. That student there is learning how to hold a baby, but we practice with dolls. They use real bottles, diapers. It's really nice because the students get like hands-on feel of like, oh, this is what might be what it's like to hold a doll, and the dolls have a little bit of weight to them too, so it's kind of cool. Like it feels like you are kind of holding a real baby. Yeah, and so the day is packed with lots of different topics like accident prevention, how to prevent, because they'll be obviously needing to know about that, how to keep themselves and the kids safe if they're babysitting in the home that they're babysitting for, fire safety, what to do in different kinds of emergencies. And then they'll learn a lot about child development, kids at different ages and stages, what might be something that's very common that might happen when they're babysitting, what to expect. And then they'll definitely we'll talk a lot about employer and employee expectations and responsibilities. This is the first time, that they might be going out, and it might be their first job experience. And that's really great because if, they take the babysitter training and then they can, get a little certificate, they get a little certificate at the end of the day. There is a test that they write, but it's a very kind of straightforward type of test. They get a nice certificate and they can show this to families that they're going to babysit for, and they can say that they spent 6.5 hours. It's a 1 day course for 6.5 hours. So they took the time to learn all these different skills, and yeah, become an employee, and they'll be able to put that on their resume. But yes, I'm very excited about this course. And another exciting part about this course is that we just finished making 2 brand new videos that are awesome, and we're very excited. We're going to be rolling them out. And yes, actually, I think we're going to be rolling them out this upcoming the first class October 24th. So we're very excited about that. We had a nice video project we were working on, and so we always want to keep our stuff current, and we've done that now with the new videos. So yes, anyway, so sorry to go on and on, but we have several dates here. We have some Friday option, which is October 24th, is what in-service day for all of Winnipeg. So every student will be off that day. And then we have some Saturday choices there. And we even have one on winter break. So if you're kind of like, hey, I have some time, my child has some time during the winter break, that would be a great time too. And all of the classes are held at our center at SWFIC at 800 Point Road from 9 to 3:30 p.m. And I should have mentioned too, they also receive a student manual with lots of great information that they can, use as a resource later when they're babysitting as well. Another program I want to talk about is Ready, Set, Solo. So this is sometimes families choose to take this together before they take babysitting. So you'll notice that there is a father and a son and a mother and a daughter there. But that is because it's a parent-child together, parent or guardian, child together course, which means that we really believe that, when parents are trying to figure out, like, is my child ready to stay home alone? It's not just something that the child, or the parent is figuring out on their own. It's definitely both of them that need to kind of come together to create a plan, for the child to feel confident, for the parent to feel confident leaving their child alone. As I mentioned previously, children need to be 12 years old to stay home alone, but we believe in, getting kids to come with their parents prior to being 12. So this is an 11-year-old and up course. We love them to come in, and then they can put some of their maybe fears or questions at ease. And then, yeah, so the day it's a 3-hour course. We offer a Sunday option, so an afternoon option, and then a morning option as well. And yeah, they're gonna, like, the facilitator will lead them through different conversations about, different topics, including, safety at home. So like, how should they, how can they, get ready to stay home alone and be safe at home? What kind of family rules, how rules are different when the parents are home and then when the parents aren't at home? How does that look different? They'll learn some basic first aid. They won't be getting certified for CPR or anything like that, but they will learn some practical skills, to use, because they will be by themselves. And, so they might need to, maybe they accidentally cut themselves on, some scissors. So they'll learn kind of a little bit about how to know if their cut is big and too big and they need to, call for further backup. A little bit about emergencies. They'll learn all about strangers, what to do when, they're walking home alone from school. If they're walking home alone and suddenly someone is following them, should they go into their house and unlock their own door, or should they, what to do in those cases. We have a really great part where we take them through conversations. It's an activity called what if scenarios. And so like, what if this happens? What if like suddenly um, suddenly you're walking, home from school and your old gym teacher comes up to you and he's like, hey, you want to ride home? You want to come in the car and come with me and I'll give you a ride home. Is that a good idea? What should you do in that case? So we really kind of are able to gauge where the children are thinking, and the parents can see too. And so what this course basically does is it brings about lots of great conversation, and we just think that this is a perfect like starter, kind of starting point for the parents and the children to kind of start talking about staying home alone. And yeah, and from there they can have further conversations and that sort of thing. And then yeah, we also touch on online safety. So again, we know that social media and students with or kids with phones and all that is kind of becoming very, very big, or not becoming, it is very big. And so just kind of how to keep themselves safe. We know that kids might be doing things, maybe they're when they're home alone they might be doing things that the parents may not be quite aware of. So just anyways, it's a packed 3-hour period of lots of different activities and conversations, and it's great. Okay, and then we have Study Skills. Study Skills is a program that we've had for a while as well, but we've done a lot of revisions on this program. It's actually being revised at the moment. And so this one we're running for grades 6 to 12. So how we do it is depending on if we get more students of like, because we do know it's a various, a large range of kids, but in which case we would kind of, often we have 2 facilitators, and one of them would kind of do some activities that are directed with the lower grades, and then the higher grades depends on what we kind of get. Or if it's this really small group, then that one facilitator can kind of just gauge where which grades and age of students are. We'll be offering this January 10th. It's a 3-hour or 4-hour class. Sorry, it was a 3-hour class. We're trying something new. We're going to try a 4-hour class just because our facilitator of this course has said, she's got a lot more cool things that she wants to introduce, and she thinks that in a 4-hour period, it'll be just even better. And so what they can come to expect, it's not like a course that will, guarantee they're going to ace the exam or anything like that. What it is though, is it's a course where, kids can come, and they can learn, like it says here, they can learn different things about good study habits, time management. They can learn their learning style. So, maybe they don't know, like, are they, maybe they're struggling in school because they're a more visual learner and they weren't even aware of that. So, the facilitator will discuss different strategies they can use for different styles. They talk about test and school project anxiety. So we know since COVID for sure, kids are a lot more anxious, especially with that, all the online schooling and stuff that many of them had to do. So we know this is a big thing. And so we want to give them some strategies to kind of combat and help with their anxiety. And also with tests, some students are very nervous about writing tests. We have some awesome strategies and tools they can use for that. And then also, we have some parent tip sheets that we would like to share, that, because we also feel like, that the parents, when the students go home, lots of parents would like to know, what did you learn today and how can I best support you in the future? So yeah, that's another one we're going to be running in January. And on all of these courses, I should have said, they do all come with a manual. So babysitter training, study skills, and Ready Set Solo will all have a wonderful manual that they can keep in the future and refer back to. Here is our parent educator, Lori. So one of the things that Lori does is she offers one-to-one appointments. So this is for parents and caregivers. And what this would be is it's not like a program for, it's exactly what it says. Like it's one-to-one. So it's not like it wouldn't be you with a bunch of other people. It's a very individualized hour that you would get with Lori. It is by appointment only, and there is a $45 fee for the 1 hour appointment. And if you would like to request an appointment, you can email our email address there, registrar@swific.org, and Olga, our administrative assistant, will definitely find a time for you and Lori to connect. But Lori is an amazing facilitator. She's been running courses for us for over 30 years. And yeah, she was just recently awarded the prestigious King Charles III coronation medal. There she is in that picture. We had a very nice ceremony where some of our SWFIC staff and volunteers did receive that very special honor. But yes, so Lori will, whatever the kind of situation that you're kind of wondering if it's a very maybe it's a very unique kind of situation, Lori has all sorts of wealth of experience. She's run many different courses. She's run the Triple P program. She's run Siblings Without Rivalry. She's run many various different courses. Circle of Security is a very popular one. Just so she knows a lot about attachment and, connection and kind of all about different strategies that can help. So definitely reach out if you're thinking that there's something that you would like to discuss with Lori. And yeah. Okay, so if you would like to register for any of our programs, so I might have not mentioned before, so our regular programs there are fees for those programs. The babysitter training, Ready, Set, Solo, and study skills, as well as Lori. But definitely, if you'd like to register, you can go to our website, which is there, www.swific.org, or you could just search our name, or you could just press SWFIC in the search bar as well. The South Winnipeg Family Information Centre will pop up. And then it's very user friendly. We got our beautiful, website there, page, and it'll open up and you can select, there's like little boxes that one will say like parenting, one will say youth. You can click on the one that you are interested in. And then it'll take you through and actually Margarita posted in the chat, you'll see that she posted an example of the link that you can register at. And it's a very easy registration process. It'll kind of just ask you a bunch of different questions. And if you do have any trouble, though, you can always reach out and you can email Olga at registrar@swific.org, or you can give us a call at our number there, 204-284-9311. And the QR code there, you could scan that as well if you want to take a look at what it might look like.
Okay, thanks, Deidre. Thanks for sharing all those wonderful youth programs. Lots of great learning opportunities and lots of dates. So there's lots of opportunity for people to find something that's going to fit for them this fall. Okay, I'm going to now talk a little bit about Dress for Success. And this is a fabulous picture of our volunteer team. This past weekend on Friday night, we just had our fall clothing sale. And this is a picture of what our volunteer team looks like when they are ready to start a clothing sale. We've got a wonderful group that comes out and helps us with that fundraiser every year. Lots of energy and lots of excitement. Okay, I'm going to ask Shayo to talk about Dress for Success now and explain to you a little bit more about the program and what's involved. But the mission of Dress for Success is to empower women to achieve economic independence by providing a network of support, professional attire, and development tools to help women thrive in work and life. So I will ask Shayo to take it away.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Shayo Adebi, and I'm the program assistant for Dress for Success Winnipeg. As Trish said, our mission is to empower women to achieve economic independence by providing a network of support and professional attire for women to thrive in work and in life. And our website is dfswinnipeg.org. Our main programs are the career shooting programs. It's for women only, women and non-binary. Our clients are eligible to come twice, and we say that you come the first time for an interview clothing. Let's say you're going for an interview and you need some professional clothing to wear. You come the first time, and then the second time is employment clothing. There you have like a feel of what your work environment is like. And we always hope that the checklist in the image beside is what you can take with you when you're leaving. Our clients are eligible to receive indoor work appropriate clothing and accessories for both their appointments, and we make sure to provide clients with spring, winter clothing, indoor or outdoor shoes and purses. And all our suitings are by appointment only, so you can call into the office to book an appointment, or you can go to our website, which is in the chat box there, and you can refer yourself, or an agency can refer you as well. Next slide. Okay, how you can participate with us at Dress for Success. You can join our community platform. There they host different workshops and webinars that are very informative. You can find like-minded women from across the community and the world. And we also have a learning platform called Aspire Academy, where they offer over 3,000 courses to our clients. You can learn various skills from communication to administration, and some courses do offer some form of certificate, like maybe like Microsoft courses, for example. And this fall, the Dress for Success Canada Foundation and KPMG are in collaboration and are offering a free webinar titled How to be Cyber Safe in Daily Life. And it's on Thursday, October 9th. That can also be found on our website if you want to register for it. They will be showcasing how you can implement cybersecurity concepts and into your daily life, both physically and digitally. And there will be what's it called? A cybersecurity professional called Francis McTaggart. He will be teaching how digital presence can be protected. Next slide, please. Okay, last week Friday was our fall sale, and it went really well. It was very successful. I'm really grateful for the staff members and our volunteers that came and showcased and helped us with our fundraiser, our sale. It was very successful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we were so grateful to the amazing volunteers. And we also, you can see in the photo down there, there's a group of women in blue shirts as well as our volunteers in the red shirts. We are lucky that Royal Bank of Canada employees come out and volunteer at our sales and help us with these fundraisers that we have twice a year. Our next one will be in April. And if you check out the Dress for Success website, you can sign up for our email list. And if you sign up for our email list, then you will be one of the first to know when we announce what the spring sale date is going to be. So if you're interested in that, I suggest you join that email list so you can get that information right away. Okay, we've got a few slides here to just kind of show you our space and, tell you a little bit more about what you might expect when you come in the doors if you haven't visited us yet. This is a beautiful picture of our rainbow portal, which is an artistic creation by a Métis artist called Robin Love. She painted this for us in the summer of 2020, and it just brings life and color to our space. You can see, some of the things, toys, food being prepared in the kitchen, kids having fun, snack time, art time. Lots of different things happen in our space. There's a couple shots there of our babysitting classes, as they are progressing and what that looks like. And this is the Monday morning Wiggle Giggle and Munch program. It happens just in a sort of a gymnasium style space that's just kind of around the corner from our main space. And like I said, it's a great large area for kids to be able to move around. And as we're starting to head towards the winter months, it's a great place for kids to get out all their energy. This is the space for Dress for Success Winnipeg. So you can see how it looks when we've got all the clothing racks. The space that was a play center becomes like a shop. And these are our rainbow colored change rooms ready for clients to try some clothes. And this is our team ready to welcome you to our building. Now, I don't know whether any of the other staff members that have joined with us today have anything they want to add to the presentation so far. Anything else that they want to share?
There's a couple of more slides how to get to us. Trish, maybe the next one.
There we go. Thanks, Margarita. I promised you a map earlier on and what the building looks like. So this is the Fort Garry United Church. That's what the building looks like. And you enter through those glass doors that face Point Road. Point Road meets up with Pembina Highway just a little bit south of Jubilee or a little bit north of McGillivray. So that's the area that we're in of the city. And there is parking available across the road, diagonal parking, and sort of on the side streets around the center. Yeah, and so here's the two websites, one for SWFIC and one for Dress for Success, and all the phone numbers as well.
I can say a few words about social media. If you haven't been able to follow us on social media, I encourage you to do that because we often post there some news, some photos of our programs and events, and some of announcements. Sometimes we have to cancel some of our programs due to weather or whatever happens. So it's also good to stay and check it before you come to us. Maybe there's some unexpected cancellation happens. So we usually all the time we post it on social media. It's not always that we can announce it to everyone because drop-in programs, you don't have to register for them. That's why we cannot announce it to you by email or any other means. So it's good to be signed up. And actually, SWFIC and Dress for Success, we have separate Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn accounts just because Dress for Success is such a bit separate program for women specifically, and SWFIC has all different programs which are for families, for seniors, for babysitters, and etc. So we have two different accounts at SWFIC and at DFS Winnipeg, both on as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So you're welcome to join us. And yeah, Trish, the next one. And here's just one more time, if you haven't had a chance to go to our website, I tried to put all of those links to our chat, but you're also welcome to visit swific.org or dfswinnipeg.org. And the next one, I also encourage you to sign up for SWFIC newsletter. And yeah, I forgot we should have Dress for Success newsletter as well, but Dress for Success you can access and sign up to newsletters at our Dress for Success website. It's good to be signed up for newsletters. Like we don't spam you, but we send newsletters once in a while, usually once or twice a month. And also if you have some special events or we have like webinar like today, we also try to send all the announcements to you if you sign up to our newsletter so you don't miss any of events or any of programs. Yeah, so it's good to stay in touch with us by newsletter as well if you wish. Next one. Yeah, and we have questions and answers. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself, introduce yourself, maybe your name and what your question is, or you can type into the chat. We're happy to answer any of your questions today or just now, or if you have it, you can email us or call us some other time. But today is just a nice opportunity when we all are here. And while you're thinking, maybe I could ask a question which a lot of people are asking us about drop-in programs, because it seems like people don't need to be registered, but still there is kind of registration that you need to do when you come for the first time. If you, Trish, can tell a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So when I was describing the drop-in programs, I did say you can just show up. You don't have to register ahead of time. But if you check out our website, there is actually a registration form on the website for drop-in. So if you have the time and you want to, you can fill that out before you come. Or if you come, we'll probably ask you to fill in a piece of paper the first time you show up, and it just collects some basic information. And then once we have you in our list, then you can continue to come to drop-in as many times, as often as you like. But we are a United Way of Winnipeg partner agency, and we do have funders that we have to report back to. So registration and attendance are things that we do just to keep track of how many people we're serving, and so that we can report back to our funders so that they continue to provide us with the support we need to continue to do the work we do. Do any of the staff team? Oh,
Hello.
thanks, Adrian.
I just wanted to say, so something I hadn't mentioned maybe, or we haven't mentioned, was that we have so every season, so 4 times a year, like the seasons, we have a different program schedule that goes out. You can also see that on our website there. But we offer various programs. So I mentioned some of our regular programs like babysitting and Ready Set Solo and study skills. There are other various programs that we switch up and change different things, even drop in, like sometimes it changes what we're offering. So always, check that and definitely sign up to get our program information, because you'll be the first to receive the program schedule and all the new stuff that we're offering.
So if nobody has any questions, we probably can wrap up a little bit earlier today. Yeah. Yeah, we thank everyone who joined us today. We really appreciate your time. We hope that you learned something new about us, about SWFIC, and what programs we offer to you. And actually, we have such a wonderful atmosphere because almost all of us are using our programs ourselves, right? Like I'm a mom myself, and my youngest son, we use drop-in programs very often when he didn't have a daycare, especially when I stayed with him at home, and it was such an important program for me personally because yeah, as a newcomer you come here and you kind of lack a lot of connections, so this program helped us to connect with community, to meet new other parents and kids. Toy library is fantastic opportunity also to not only borrow toys but come and play and meet other people, as well as other drop-in programs and like babysitting programs as well. And Ready Set Solo, I went to Ready Set Solo with my teenager son, who it was such a wonderful opportunity to explore. Or actually, I didn't think about these questions when my son stays at home alone. And yeah, so we all really kind of advocates for those programs because we use them ourselves. And we kind of really, I always tell other parents about SWFIC and what wonderful programs we have. And also, if you have any question or kind of issue you want to address, we always can, as a resource center, SWFIC can refer you to some other agency or partner organization where even if we don't have this within our center, we can always guide you and find the right answer to your issue. That's what I wanted to add from myself.
No, I'm gonna actually just add a couple comments too, Margarita. I completely agree, and I actually got connected with SWFIC when my kids were young. I took a parenting course. I attended a parent-child program. My son's going to be 26 in a couple of weeks, but I started when he was a baby, and some of the other families that also had babies. We've kind of watched our kids grow up together, and so it's been a great influence on my life to have these kinds of connections and to have a place that offers things like this. I'd also like to actually ask Olga, who joined us tonight, to introduce herself because she is our administrative assistant. So when you call, she is the first person who you will probably talk to.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I always would love to help to explain and share some information about our programs and to help with all registration forms and questions and with payment and all questions. I would love to always support parents and all people about our center.
Thanks, Olga. It's always great to, just to kind of have a chance to know, sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking to send a message or to try and, make a phone call to somebody you haven't talked to before. So it's always nice to know, there's a smiling, welcoming person on the other end of the line. Now, Shayo, I actually have a question for you because we didn't talk about clothing donations, but another thing that Dress for Success does and gets lots of questions about is if I have some clothing and I want to donate it to Dress for Success, how do I do that?
To donate to Dress for Success, you can call to the office. We can let you know of the dates that are available for drop off. And you can also go to our website. We have our calendar there for what days are available for drop off. Usually it's at our building. You just come into the building, there's a red bin upstairs. You drop off your clothing, and that's pretty much it. As long as you just come on the days that we are open for drop offs, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, we do our drop-offs on particular days. So there are particular scheduled days that we accept clothing donations. We don't accept it just, every day all the time because we have a team of volunteers that comes in and is available to help us as the bags of clothing all arrive. We've got a team of volunteers that can start to process it and make sure that we're getting those clothes straight to the women who need them right away. So just so people know that about us. Okay, I don't see any other questions right now. I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight, and I hope you've learned something, maybe something new that you didn't know about our center or found some information that might be helpful to you. And we look forward to welcome you sometime in the near future. We hope to see you soon. All right.
And if you missed any part of the webinar, I'm going to post it on social media, so on Facebook, and there will be probably links elsewhere. So please follow our social media. And if you want to listen to something again, and reach out anytime. We'll be happy to help you.
All right. Well, with that, a little bit early, so we'll say good night and see you
Thank
soon.
you. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.